Hello everyone and welcome back to another IronCAD video. Today we'll be going through a TooTallToby model dated 0205, the magnet hook. Looking at this model, it's very simple. It's a few different dimensions, overall dimension of 23. We'll connect it to the center with a few radiuses. We'll use the TriBall to angle this point here. And then we'll make sure that it's angled towards that center in the back as well. But overall, looking at this model, it should be simple enough. So we'll begin. First, we go to the starter and we'll bring out an extrude block, but we want to make sure that our units are in the correct unit, so we'll be in millimeter and grams. So we'll bring out an extrude block, bring it out here, and we'll adjust it to the correct length, width, and height. So the length here, we'll adjust it to be about 21. We'll change the width of this block to be about 8, and then we'll bring down the height to be about 4. So it'll be very smaller, a smaller piece. So we bring out another extrude block here in the center, we'll hit OK. And we'll want to make sure that we are bringing this to the back. So we'll grab that back handle, we'll snap it to the back, and then the front handle. We'll bring back the two sides, the width to match. So there should be 8. And then we'll adjust the total height of this as well. I'm sorry, not the length of it to be 4. And then we'll adjust the total height from the top. We'll just bring it up to an arbitrary number for right now. Well, you bring out another extrude block as well. We'll have this snap to the front and to the sides to make sure that it's symmetric and the same length and width. We'll adjust this length as well. We'll bring this down to the bottom so that when we use the angle, it'll angle properly. We'll use that bottom left point here on the TriBall, and then we'll angle it to be 35 degrees so that the angle from the bottom face to this top face is 55 degrees. All right, there we go. So it looks like it's starting to come along. So next what we'll do is we'll bring out another extrude block, which will give us the middle ridge. So we'll have this to be snapping to both sides, so that when we what we'll do is we'll actually right click and drag to make it 3 for the rib. We'll bring this height down a little bit. Before we do so, we'll bring out the length. So the lengths, they'll be arbitrary, they'll be going inside, so we won't really see those too much. I'll bring this up a little bit. Next, what we'll do is we'll bring this height down. So we'll right click this height. So from the top part of this handle here to the bottom edge, it'll be 6.5. There we go. I'll bring this down a little bit as well. Next, what we'll do is we'll go back actually and bring out another extrude block. This will be that back side rib as well. So I'll snap these down to those two faces. We'll bring this back a little bit. So this from this back face, it should be a total of 4. So we'll make sure that this, I'm sorry, not 4, it should be 8. So 4 from that point and 8 to the back. So we'll bring this up. We'll just snap this to the top for the arbitrary number. We'll place the cylinder here in the middle, and we'll adjust this cylinder to the proper diameter, which will be 27. What we'll do is we'll make sure that it's fully in the back, on this back face. There we go. We'll bring this back a little bit more, but then bring it back up. All right. Then what we'll need to do is we'll need to adjust this as well. So we'll have to bring this height from the bottom point. This will be about 21. Okay. All right. So make sure everything looks good. Okay, good. Next, what we'll do is we'll go to the feature tab. Let me see. Feature tab. And we'll go to the draft. So we'll use the draft. We'll draft it outwards and then having it be in skinnier going in. So we'll have this to be negative 15 degrees as we want it to come in 30 degrees on both sides. So we'll have the draft there, and then we'll blend this inside edge of the draft, so the smaller edge. So we'll select it here. It needs to be 4 millimeters in diameter. Okay. And we'll go back to the blend tool. We'll go down to these bottom edges. These bottom edges both will be 4. So we'll click here. We'll click it there. Okay, good. Let's make sure that it looks good. All right. All right, perfect. So what we'll do now is we'll bring out the TriBall once again. And we want to make sure that this, this angled part is in the correct length. So we'll open the TriBall. Control Z. We'll space it out. There we go. So we'll put it back at 35, put it back at its original origin. And so from this handle to this back edge, it'll be 21. There we go. We'll need to adjust these parts here, just arbitrarily put them in. So I'll have this part go back a little bit, and then we'll put it back to this corner. All right, and the radius stays, which is good. Okay, next we'll go back to the blend, and we'll do that full round here on this angled part. We'll have 4 millimeters as it's 8 millimeters in length. So we'll have the full round. And then next what we'll do is we'll try to create the blend for this middle section here. So let me double check. All right, so we'll go to the blend. We'll make sure that this edge is 2. So it's 2 millimeters for the radius. What we'll do now is we'll go to the back face and we'll add in this circle, the cut cylinder, which needs to be 4.8 going in and then 18 millimeters outwards as well. So 18. There we go. All right, so we'll double check for the part, but this is our part. Let me see. 1, 2. Okay. All right, so this is our finished product. And what we'll do now is we'll go into the properties to see the mass. So looking at it, the mass is 27.181. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you in the next video.